Hello YouTube, and how you guys doing today? It is me again, your favorite Texas trucker, and I am in Covington, Kentucky, getting unloaded. I've got a load of lift trucks on here, forklifts where I come from, and this company orders them with no batteries. Alright, so I get to the equipment company to get them loaded, and it takes forever to get loaded. Afterwards, they came and they apologized to me. They said that it took so long because this company ordered them without batteries. Yesterday, they had put them on, or the day before yesterday, they had put them all on the charger so that they'd have the batteries charged so that they could just drive them right on the truck and drive them off. But when they saw the order and saw that the company had ordered them without batteries, they had to remove the batteries, and then they had to put them on the truck. So I don't know if they put them on the truck, then remove the batteries, or if they remove the batteries and put them on anyway. I don't fucking know. But I get here, and nobody knows how to get them off my fucking truck, man. Oh, Lord have mercy. You know, they're like 9,500 pounds a piece, you know, and they can't figure out what to do. They can't figure out how to get them off. So I've been in the dock now for over an hour. I was here for nearly an hour before they got me in the dock. Had to go through 5 different people before somebody would actually put me in the dock. Everybody would look at it, you know, and then look at me all dumbfounded, like, you know, what the hell am I supposed to do? And I, you know, hell, I don't know. All I do is drive the damn truck. You know, it's up to them to figure out how to get the shit off here. You know, I figure, you know, my thoughts on the deal is if you can't, if you don't have a way to get them off without batteries, maybe you should have thought about that when you ordered them. You know, but you know, it is what it is. So it's off my truck. Anyway, speaking of the truck, I haven't had any major issues at all. There's a few minor things here and there that need to be touched on and need to be fixed, you know, but it'll be like that probably for the whole first year. Nothing really major. Haven't had any shutdowns, haven't had any problems, haven't been in the shop. I've been about a little over 2 weeks since the last time I had the truck worked on. The last time I had the truck worked on was because I had a screwdriver in the tire, and then I had to have them adjust the clutch brake. Because they screwed it up when they put the whatever that push rod arm thing is that I broke when I got the truck stuck. Anyway, but I haven't had any problems with any major problems with the truck. Like I said, there's still a lot of things that I need to fix and some things I need to keep attention on, but nothing worth talking about. From here, I don't know where I'm headed yet. I don't have a load. Tentatively, I'm headed west to Florence, Kentucky, to the TA there, and then I'll sit and wait for the next load, plan everything from there, figure out what I'm going to do, pop everything open, make sure everything is good on the truck again. I do a pre-trip, mid-trip, post-trip inspection on the truck every day. Mid-trip occurs just like, you know, if I get to Florence, Kentucky and don't have a load yet, then I'll do it then. If I do have a load, then I'll do it when I fuel up, you know. But I'll get in there and I'll look at everything. I think I've got a leveling valve in the back that I think is bad, so I'm going to replace it, and I think my air dryer may have some problems with it, so I'm going to probably change it. But other than that, nothing really big going on. I've been talking to a lot of people about, you know, becoming an owner-operator, and I've got a couple of friends that have taken the step to becoming an owner-operator. Not sure they're taking it seriously. You know, they seem to think that being an owner-operator, you know, you can go home when you want to go home, do what you want to do, you know, and to an extent that's correct, you know. I mean, you may make your own schedule, you can go where you want, but you're owned by this truck, you know, and if you take advantage of that and you go home every fucking time you turn around, you know, and you're not out anymore in a week, you're not going to make any money. You know, it's just the way it is. You know, you're owned by this truck, and you know, your trucking business comes first. You know, you've really got to, you know, decide whether or not you want to be an owner-operator and want to put what it takes to succeed into this, or just stay a company driver. You know, I mean, if all you want to do is be home every week, then you might as well just be a company driver and get a local job. You know, if you want to be as successful as an owner-operator, then you better get your ass out there and you better work. You know, and that's just the thing about it. It ain't an easy gig. It ain't an easy job. It's not It's not something that's for everybody. You know, it's a job that requires sacrifice. It's a job that requires dedication. It's a job that requires a lot of hard work. And you know, if you're not willing to put that into it, then you know you're not going to get nothing out of it. You know, they're hitting my truck again. I think they're taking the second forklift off. So you know, anyway, I just kind of wanted to throw that out there and you know, kind of let you know where I'm coming from there. I'm starting to get ahead a little bit. When I got the truck, I had a couple $1,000s in the bank. That got ate up pretty damn quick with repairs. You know, and I'm starting to build it up. Not a lot, but I'm starting to build it up. You know, I've got, you know, $400 or $500 back into savings. I've got $300 or $400 back into my checking account. I get paid again here in about a week, and a considerable amount of that will go into savings and into checking. I've got about a little over $500 in a maintenance account. Like I said, it's not much. The money that I had set aside when I came into this got ate up pretty damn fast, and the first month I guess I was out here, man, me and this truck fought constantly, and you know, now I think we've got an understanding, and I'm not having to put as much money into it as I was putting into it. Maybe I can start building that stuff back up again. So hoping to have within the next month, I'm hoping to have, you know, a couple $1,000s back in the bank again, and you know, I'll be able to deal with what comes up. But you know, when you get out here, you know, as a company driver, there's a lot of advantages to being a company driver. One of the advantages is security. You know, you don't have to worry about the condition of the truck. You know, as long as it's legal, you don't have to worry about if it breaks down. You just call and they put it in the shop. You don't have to pay tow fees if you're on the side of the road. You don't have to pay service calls. You know, you put in your home time request, and there's plenty of companies out there that'll get you home when you want to get home. You know, if you want to be home every week, there's companies out there that'll work with you to get you home every week. You want to be home every 2 weeks, there's companies out there that'll work with you to get you home every 2 weeks. You know, whatever schedule you want to be on, there's a company out there that can get you there. You know, but if you're gonna, you know, make the jump and become an owner-operator, all that, you know, I'm becoming an owner-operator and I'm going to be home all the time, and it just doesn't work like that, man. It's not this world. This world's about making money. The truck consumes a lot of money. The truck takes a lot of money. Not just now, but in the future. You know, if I based my decisions, all of my decisions on what this truck costs me right now, then hell, I could be home every week with no problem. But the thing is that 6 months from now, this truck may, you know, require an in-frame. I may have to do the overhead on it, or I may have to do the bottom end on it, or, you know, I may have to replace the transmission. You know, I may have to get into some fairly serious repairs. You know, I might have to replace kingpins. You know, and you're looking at $3,000 to $4,000 or more right there just doing that. You know, the truck costs money. There's a lot of cost associated with the truck, and you can't just keep up. You've got to get ahead. If you can't get ahead, then one of those breakdowns is going to put you down for real. It'll put you down for good. You'll have a yard ornament sitting in your front yard, you know, telling all your friends at the next company that you work for that you used to be an owner-operator, and eventually you're going to fix that truck up, get back out there on the road again, but it probably ain't never going to happen because you never got ahead. You've got to have a mind for business, right? There's a business cost, and the business comes first, and if you can't separate your finances so that your business can get ahead, then you're not going to succeed. It's just not going to happen. In order for you to separate your finances, you know, and do that, then you've got to get your ass out there and you've got to make money. You know, when you're sitting at home, every time you're sitting at home, you're not making a damn penny. And these dudes are always talking about, I do my 34 at home. Don't do a 34 at all. You know, don't do a 34 period. You don't have to worry about being home. You know, that's 34 hours that you're losing every damn week, you know, and you get out there and drive. You know, that's what you do. You get out there and drive, you deliver the next load. You deliver load after load after load, you know, and then, you know, periodically you come home. You spend time with family. I know my way's not everybody's way, you know. I mean, I've got the way that works best for me. It works good for my family, you know. We're able to put money aside. We're able to keep money put aside. But I'm not home but about one time every 3 weeks. You know, last time I was home for a week. Worst decision I made. I lost a lot of money being home for a week. You know, we're still trying to play catch up because of it. Matter of fact, one or two of my bills are behind now because of it. You know, and I'm catching that up. You know, this has been, I've been making decent money out here this past week, but it's been a little slow. You know, it's not as my best week, put it that way. You know, my best weeks, I'm grossing, you know, a little over $5,000, you know, to the truck. My take home after their 20% has been about $4,200 a week. You know, before all of my expenses and all that stuff come out, you know, about $4,200 a week. And you know, this week, you know, I mean, I'm sitting here, you know, coming up to the end of this week. You know, I don't know, I think today's Wednesday, so I still got a couple of days, you know, but I'm running about $1,200–1,300. Actually, I'm running more than that. I'm running, right now I'm about 5,000 short of my best week. I'm sitting here at, you know, a little over 3 grand, almost 4 grand right now, before my bunny comes out. And right now I should be sitting at about probably 6 or 7 grand. You know, that's where I should be at right about now, maybe a little bit more than that. So, you know, I mean, I can make some of that up, but this one's going to be a little short. You know, I mean, of course, I had a forced 34-hour reset this time while I was sitting on a load for a weekend waiting to deliver, and I had one day that I didn't get a load because the load that I was supposed to get canceled on me, and we didn't get a load until the next morning. So, you know, those things happen. You know, it's part of what's going on out here. But you know, I'll be going home here in a little bit, and you know, on the 22nd, I'll stay home for, you know, 2 or 3 days, and then I'll be back out on the road again, because that's what it takes. You know, eventually I'll have this truck paid off. I'll have the maintenance on it up where I want it to be at. I'll buy a second truck. I'll hire another driver to drive one of my trucks. I'll drive the second truck. You know, hopefully a year after that I can buy a third truck. You know, by the time I get to my 5th truck, hopefully I can back off and not have to drive, but every now and again, just when I want to drive. The rest of the time I can sit around and do paperwork and dispatch you guys, you know, or whoever it is that, you know, comes to work for me. But you know, I just kind of wanted to touch on this idea that, you know, it's easy out here. You know, the fact that, you know, people are saying, well, anybody can come out here and do it. You know, and not anybody can come out here and do it. You have to have a mind for business. If you don't have a mind for business, you're going to fail. I can guarantee you that. You will fail if you don't have a mind for business. If you're not willing to make the sacrifices that it requires to be a, you know, a long-haul owner-operator, you're not going to succeed. I live in Texas. Texas is a big-ass state. You got a lot of freight in Texas, but you can't run in Texas just exclusively. I don't know, maybe you can if you have the right contacts, you know, but I don't have the right contacts, so I can't run exclusively in Texas. And I'm not happy just taking home, you know, $1,400–1,500, you know, or $1,000 bucks. You know, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get ahead. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to update y'all and let y'all know what's going on. I do want to note one of the problems that I have with this truck. Let me turn this around and show it to you right here. Okay, I think that you can see my dash. Notice the speedometer. Pay attention to the speedometer right there. Okay, see how it's fluctuating between, oh, about 5 and 6, 7 miles an hour. All right, and it's running fairly slow, but if you watch the odometer, you can see that the odometer is continuing to tick down. All right, watch it right there. See it? That 8 is almost all the way up top. It's continuing to tick down. That's creating a problem. All right, let's turn that around. That's creating a problem with me because it doesn't always idle showing 5 to 7 miles an hour. I was idling one day, and it was hot as a dog, man. I don't have an APU, and I was idling one day, and I looked down and I noticed that my speedometer was reading 45 miles an hour. Shoot, I bet I'd been idling an hour. Well, next day I get up here and I look at the odometer reading to figure out what my miles were the day before, so I could finish out my log, and it shows that I had drove 120 miles more than I had drove somewhere, you know, in the time that I had been idling that day while I was waiting on the next load or whatever it was I was waiting on. This damn thing ticked off 120 miles, and honestly, it's a pain in my ass. So I don't know what to do about it. I don't know what's causing it. I don't know if it's a bad speedometer and the speedometer needs to be replaced. I don't know if it's a bad speed sensor and the speed sensors need to be replaced. I don't know if it's something wrong with the ECM and the ECM needs to be replaced. I don't have a damn clue. I don't know. I want to replace the gauges in this truck with digital gauges, but I don't know if digital gauges are compatible with what I've got, because it is an older truck. And so anyway, if any of y'all guys know, or if any of y'all have an idea about what could be causing that, or what I need to do to fix it, I would certainly appreciate it. It runs pretty accurate at speed. For instance, if my GPS says I'm running 70 miles an hour, this one will say I'm running 68. At 55 miles an hour, it's accurate. You know, the GPS will say 55, it'll say 55. You hit about 60 to 70 miles an hour, and that's where you start to see a difference. It'll say it's at about 68. If I hit 75, it'll say I'm doing like 73. You know, but I don't know if it's a speed sensor or if it's a bad speedometer or if there's another problem. I don't know. I don't want to go and spend the money on a speedometer right now to replace the speedometer if it's not a bad speedometer. You know, I don't want to go replace speed sensors if it's not a bad speed sensor. I don't know what's causing it, but I know that I need to figure it out. I need it to stop. All right, y'all take care, and you know, have you a good one, and peace out.